I'm Claire, and welcome to your YouTube lesson, How to Be a FAB English Speaker. I'm going to show you the secrets of speaking English fluently. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. I know that you are very busy, so I'm very pleased that you are here. And the second thing, I just want to remind you that at the end of the lesson, I've got two fantastic bonuses for you. So don't forget to stick around to the end of the lesson to get your bonuses. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Claire and I'm an English teacher, and I have taught English to people from all over the world. And I see the same problem again and again and again. And this problem is that you can study English for years and still not speak it fluently. So why is this? Why is it that you study English for years, but you still can't speak it fluently? That's a really good question. The thing is, you don't learn the right things at school. So at school, your teachers focus on grammar and on vocabulary. They want you to pass tests and pass exams. So you focus on grammar and on vocabulary. And often you have very big classes, so there just isn't enough time to study speaking. So for that reason, you can study English for years and years and years, but still not speak it fluently. And it's the same for me. When I went to school and studied French, and then I studied French at university, I could read French. I could understand French literature, but I couldn't speak French. So, for example, I couldn't even order a coffee at a bar. This made me feel really embarrassed. It made me feel humiliated. Why is it that I can understand, I can even write French, but I can't speak it? But there is good news. There is a way that you can speak English fluently, and I call this my FAB method. FAB, F-A-B. I call it the FAB method for speaking English fluently. When you know the FAB method, you don't worry about grammar, you don't worry about memorizing vocabulary. When you know the FAB method, you can speak English automatically, naturally, and fluently. So the FAB method is 3 simple steps, and you can do this at any level of English. When you know the FAB method, you can make sentences without pausing, without translating, and without worrying about making mistakes. So, what is the FAB method? You have FAB. Here are your 3 steps for fluency. So, the first one, F, is fluency phrase. Now, I'll explain what fluency phrases are in a minute. The first step is fluency phrase. The next step, A, is add details. And the third step, B, is build sentences. So, what is a fluency phrase? Now, when you speak English, you don't need to choose from, say, 1 million isolated words. English isn't a whole collection of isolated words. In fact, English is a collection of fluency phrases, of blocks of English. So, for example, when you go to a shop and you want to buy something, you don't think, okay, I need a word for I want, and that word is can. Okay, that's my first word. Then after can, I need the subject, and the subject is me. So I'll choose the word I, can I. And then I need a verb. And because it follows the auxiliary can, that means the verb needs to be infinitive without the two have, can I have. You don't do that. Your brain doesn't do that. You don't choose 3 separate words. In fact, you can use one phrase, one fluency phrase, can I have. So English is made up of phrases like can I have, which you can use in any situation where you want to buy something. You just remember the phrase can I have. And then the second step is to add the details. So for example, can I have a tuna sandwich? So step 1, F, fluency phrase, is a phrase like can I have? It's also a phrase like good luck. So good luck is a phrase where you don't need to add anything else. And the third type of fluency phrase is what we call a collocation. And collocations are words that go together naturally in English. So for example, take an exam. Okay, so your first step is to choose a fluency phrase. When you know fluency phrases like can I have, you don't need to translate and you don't need to memorize. You don't need to think of each individual word. You just need to remember the phrase. Okay, so the first step in FAB is F, choose a fluency phrase, and then A, to add the details. So you go into a shop, can I have a tuna sandwich? Or you are at a tourist information place and you say, can I have, add the detail, some information? And then the third step, B, is to build a sentence. So for example, can I have a tuna sandwich, please? Or can I have some information about bus tours, please? So you might be thinking, is that all I need to do to speak English fluently? If you want to speak English without hesitating, then yes, using a fluency phrase will help you because you don't need to translate. In fact, when you analyze English conversations, you find that between 40% and 80% of our conversations are made up of these fluency phrases. So native speakers don't think in terms of individual words. We use fluency phrases. We use these kind of blocks of language all the time when we speak English. So when you use the fluency phrases, you go from not speaking to speaking. You go from confused to confident, and you go from frustrated to fluent. But there is something else that you need to do. It's not enough just to know the fluency phrase. You also need to practice it because practice is the last piece in the fluency puzzle. It's not enough just to know. You need to practice it so that when you need it, you can remember it. And that's why I set up the English Fluency Club, because lots of people don't have ways to practice English. If you don't know any native speakers, if your friends or family or colleagues don't speak English, how can you speak English? So the English Fluency Club is for you if you need a way to practice your English. In the Fluency Club, you get a weekly challenge. So every week, I give you a little challenge to use a fluency phrase, and then I give you video feedback so you know that you're doing a great job. In the Fluency Club, you also get my 2 fluency programs. Now, these are self-study English programs with video and audio and PDFs and quizzes, and they teach you more than 600 fluency phrases. Now, do you remember at the beginning of the lesson, I said you have 2 fantastic bonuses from today's lesson. Your first bonus is 50 English fluency phrases, which I send you by email today when you join the English Fluency Club today. Now, if you want more information, I'm just going to put the link into the chat so you can see it. To join the English Fluency Club, just follow the link. When you join today, I will send you 50 English fluency phrases. That's your first bonus. You also get, when you join the English Fluency Club, exclusive training every month. And when I say exclusive, I mean that nobody else on the internet can see it. It's only for people in the Fluency Club. In January, the exclusive training was prepositions for fluency. This month, February, the exclusive training was contractions for pronunciation fluency. So by contractions, I mean, for example, I've had or want a coffee. In March, we're going to look at tenses for English fluency. So you get an exclusive training every month, and you also get a live lesson in a group with me once a month. So you can speak English with me and with other people. And you also get 2 private lessons with me. So the 2 bonuses that you get when you join the English Fluency Club today, and the link's in the chat, the 2 bonuses are 50 English fluency phrases, and the second bonus is 10 English grammar hacks. Now, a lot of people are worried when they speak English, they're worried about making a grammar mistake. So I have 10 hacks for you. A hack is a clever solution to a difficult problem. And these 10 English grammar hacks show you ways that you can simplify your grammar when you speak so that you sound more like a native speaker and so that you feel more confident that you won't make mistakes. Okay, how much does it cost to be a member of the English Fluency Club? It costs $10 a month. Now, you can leave anytime. I hope you won't. I hope you will stay and enjoy being a member of the English Fluency Club. But this price of $10 a month is for the first 100 members. So make sure you join now, because otherwise the price goes up. The other thing you get in the English Fluency Club is a group of people just like you in our community. Now, community is really important when you try to learn a language, because it helps to have people around you who will help you and support you and encourage you and give you motivation to keep on learning. And in our English Fluency Club, we have some fantastic people. And I'm just going to tell you some of the things that they have said about the English Fluency Club. So the weekly challenges are brilliant. That's what a student from Vietnam said. And I think that with each other's support, we'll never lose our passion for English. And that was from a student from Italy. And I learn from the sentences that you use. And that was from another lovely student. So the people in the English Fluency Club will also help you to keep your passion for English and to keep studying English. So I hope that you join us in the English Fluency Club. Just to recap, you get a weekly challenge to help you use a fluency phrase with video feedback from me. You get our 2 fluency programs with more than 650 fluency phrases. You get exclusive training every month, and this training you don't get anywhere else on the internet. You get a live group lesson with me every month. You get 2 private lessons with me. You get access to our wonderful community of learners. And finally, when you join today, and only today, you get 2 great bonuses. You get 50 essential English fluency phrases and 10 English grammar hacks. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching the lesson, and I can't wait to welcome you to the English Fluency Club. I can't wait to help you speak English fluently. Bye for now.